started. Back to the Lusail Sports Arena, and this match is one you'll want to tune in for. Defending champion Sun Ying-sha takes to the table next against promising Ukrainian prospect Veronika Matunina. This is a mouth-watering clash. First meeting between this pair. We've just seen the Singaporean 16 seed safely through to the men's doubles round of 16, and then next, after this one, Felix Lebrun, the talented Frenchman, is in action next. This is a wonderful morning session we've got on the opening day here in Doha. I'd expect plenty of noise for Sun Ying-sha, the defending champion, took the title in Durban 2 years ago, and now she is looking for back-to-back. Standing in her way, one of the most promising prospects coming from Europe, Veronika Matunina, five-time European champion at youth level. Does she have what it takes to get the job done on the biggest stage of all? World number one, Sun Ying-sha has been world number one since February 2022, bar a brief hiatus of 6 or 7 weeks when the top ranking was wrested away from her from Chiang Mai, but she was able to once again usurp her at the top of the standings, and she's been there pretty much ever since. Consistent, solid performer and pretty much untouchable. Women's singles first round, defending champion of China, Sun Ying-sha taking on Veronika Matunina of Ukraine. The 18-year-old with a huge test ahead of her here. Best of 7 games for the singles at the World Championship level. And Gavin Maguire, as a coach, you know how these players feel ahead of these big matches. As a former player, you know how it feels. How will Veronika Matunina feel, the teenager taking on the imperious world number one Sun Ying-sha?
There's 2 ways of looking at this. I mean, she's got a great opportunity on her hands here at the World Championships to take on the world number one in front of the crowd. What a great experience that's going to be. The pressure is all on Sun Ying-sha to try and dominate, to try and get over the line here in the first round. So no pressure on the Ukrainian.
No, give me your racket, I will check it. Who will be your coach? So, I have red or blue? Blue, red for you. Red. Receive. Okay, you will serve. Which side? That side? Okay, change sides.
Well, it's hard to forget, Gavin, that Sun Ying-sha is still a youngster herself. We talk about Veronika Matunina, the 18-year-old, wonderful experience for her, but Sun Ying-sha 24, still very young herself, but
2 minutes
she's
warm-up.
done pretty much everything. She's been world #1 for almost 3 years. China's, well, the nation's sweetheart in China, really, and, you know, they're looking for back-to-back titles here, and you really can't see past her for this one.
It is very difficult to look past Sun Ying-sha. I mean, she's so formidable, and as you mentioned already, so experienced at a young age. She's certainly the favourite for this event, but Veronika Machinina, you can see her there playing some forehands. She'll certainly be looking to be the one that stops Sun Ying-sha.
Yeah, rapidly emerging as one of Europe's top prospects, 5-time European champion at youth level, but Sun Ying-sha, world #1, almost 3 years at the top of the pile. Champion in Durban 2 years ago, looking to go back-to-back. We can have a little look then at the championship point, the moment when she won the World Championship finals in Durban in 2023.
A great moment for Sun Ying-sha, claiming her first World Championship singles title. And absolutely formidable along the way. We already spoke about her being formidable, but that performance was just incredible. One set dropped in the semi-final, one game dropped in the semi-final, and 2 games dropped in the final. 3 games in the whole event. How crazy is that?
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal, Sun Ying-sha. There are so many ways you can describe her. Phenomenal. Doesn't seem to do her justice. Already got 2 titles to her name this year, the WTT Singapore Smash and the Champions
First
in Chongqing.
game, Machinina to serve. Love all. Let, love all. One love.
Veronika Machinina, her biggest career highlight so far is winning the gold medal in the singles at the European Under-19
Love 2.
event. Says her goal is to qualify for the next Olympics in Los Angeles in 2028.
One, 2. All.
Going with serve to start us off here. A really nice exchange there on the backhand side. I think we'll see a lot more of that in this matchup. Veronika Machinina loves to stay in the middle of the table, play a lot of balls with her backhand, and we know Sun Ying-sha is extremely comfortable doing that.
3 all.
Well, Machinina offers up the hand by way of apology, winning that point, but I'm sure she won't mind having won in that fashion. A point's a point after all. And this might sound like a stupid question, Gavin, but Sun Ying-sha, so impenetrable, so imperious. Are there any ways that Veronika Machinina can expose her?
3, 4.
I think Machinina really needs to just play her own game. She needs to try and be as aggressive as possible and hope that Sun Ying-sha is going to have some unforced errors throughout the game. She's going to need a little bit of luck on her side. Maybe the crowd gets on her side. It's all about her growing into this match. If she can put Sun Ying-sha under pressure early, maybe win this first game, that's when things can potentially change.
Four, 5.
She does look very calm, though, considering the gravity of the occasion. Under the bright lights in this huge arena, playing the world #1. She looks very relaxed.
She looks more than happy to trade with Sun Ying Sha.
6-4.
Backhand, forehand. Not a problem for Machinina. Unfortunately for her, Sun Ying Sha just doesn't have errors in her game at the moment.
Let 6-4.
It's a great point from Machinina, a confident point, well struck and forcing Sun Ying Sha into that error. That was impressive, Gavin.
Yeah, we're seeing really strong signs here in this first game. No fear in the young Ukrainian. And this time trading
5-7.
forehands.
Five, 8.
Very dominant from Sun Ying Sha. Pushing long, allowing Machinina to spin up and then crunching a forehand.
Ten, 5.
Sun Ying Sha bringing up 5 game points. It was a good start from Machinina, but Sun Ying Sha just seeming to find another level in the last couple of points there.
11-5.
Machinina with the
Game
backhand
to
into
Sun.
the net means Sun Ying Sha wraps up the opener. 11 points to 5.
Second game, Sun to serve, love all.
Sun Ying Sha to get us back underway then after wrapping up the opening game, 11 points to 5 in this best of 7. It was a hard serve for Machinina to deal with.
Love 2.
Just see a little stamp on the ground there for Machinina, getting a little frustrated.
Love 3.
Got to remember the competitor she's against in Sun Ying Sha. Stay calm. Try to string a few points together.
And remember, of course, that wonderful start she had to the opener, where she was able to get herself into a lead. And what will be the key here in this second game, Gavin, for Machinina?
I think those backhand-to-backhand exchanges that we're seeing there is their best chance to win points. We've seen some long rallies, good rallies. It's just if she can find one or two more in her locker, go a little bit longer in the rally and hope that Sun Ying Sha force an error.
$1-5.
A rare error from Sun Ying Sha, gifting Machinina her first point of this second game. Fair to say, Gavin, that she maybe tried to take that point a bit too early?
Yeah, it just popped up for her there, high over the net. Matronina gave her an opportunity. Possibly a little slow to react, off balance.
2-5.
2 points on the trot for Matronina now. A really good setup for Matronina, forcing Sung Ying-sha a little bit back from the table. Just couldn't finish with that forehand.
Against any other player, she'd have had a fighting chance.
6-3.
Sung Ying-sha looking a little bit frustrated with herself, looking down at her racket as if to search for answers to how she's allowed Matronina to come back within 2 points of her. And Ukrainian perhaps sensing an opportunity now.
4-7.
Really nicely put together there from Matronina, trading backhand and forehand. Brings herself back to within 2. But even the smallest differences here feel like mountains to climb.
Well, it was at this point in the opening game that Sung Ying-sha was able to pull away and stop Matronina in her tracks. And we see a repeat of that in game 2.
(5-9).
Just too strong in the last couple of points, Sung Ying-sha. And they're forcing Matronina away from the table with great redirection with a forehand down the line.
10-6.
So much speed and power. And Sung Ying-sha
Sun
wraps up the second game in imperious fashion in those last few points. But do you think, Gavin, that perhaps she'll be a bit frustrated with how things went in the middle of that game? She was quickly established a good lead and then allowed Matronina back into it with a couple of errors.
Certainly something that her coach will talk to her about, not to lose that concentration maybe for a couple of points like she did, but she'll forget about it quickly enough too. Some brilliant shots to finish off that second game.
Third game, Matronina to serve.
Matronina, Gavin, will take heart from the middle of that second game where she was able to come back from a big deficit and, well, not quite draw level, but she brought herself back to within a couple of points, and that's really encouraging ahead of this third game.
The most important here for Machinina is the performance levels, is that she's staying in the rallies as long as possible. She's playing at a level that she knows is her top level. Unfortunately for her, Sun Ying-sha's top level is just a little bit higher.
A little bit.
One all.
She reacted so well, Machinina there, just showing fantastic reflex speed. Sun Ying-sha letting out big, perhaps, sigh of frustration.
One. One, three. One, four.
Machinina
Timeout.
for the timeout.
Just struggling to keep up with the pace a little bit there. Sun Ying-sha coming out of the blocks quickly. She needs to just stop and try and break the momentum.
Well, here's a look at the top-ranking movers since the last World Table Tennis Championships in Durban back in 2023. And Machinina is on there, climbing up the world rankings, currently 216 in the world. And look at that, she has moved up 377 places in the last 2 years. It's been a really impressive rise for the teenager from Ukraine. Really promising prospect indeed. And it's these matches where she's playing against the likes of Sun Ying-sha that are going to really, really help her excel and help her learn and help her grow. Just a couple of seconds left of the timeout then. And Gavin, I don't know what your Ukrainian is like, but perhaps you can have a guess as to what the advice will be for Machinina.
I think the advice is quite simple. You have to just keep pushing, keep playing your game, trade with Sun Ying-sha. Try to feel that power, feel that spin, and can you maintain and hold yourself at that level for as long as possible?
5-1.
You mentioned already, it's a great experience for her to get out here and play at this level, against this level of player. This is as much a training exercise for the next World Championships for Veronika Machinina.
Five-two. Two-six. Two-seven.
Well, we've got some eyes on the ground. We can head down now to the field of play where Adam Bobrow has got a fantastic view as to what's going on. Adam, what can you tell us?
Confidence-wise right now, Veronica's very, very in this game.
7-3.
We have to remember, she started off winning the first 2 points, then 3-3, 4-4 in the first game. This is a 5-year-old whose father wanted her to play 13 years later, who's been living on her own in Germany. And to me, I don't see any sign of nerve. I see toe-to-toe focus on every single point.
7-4.
Well, thanks, Adam, for that insight. Fascinating to get that insight as well from on the field of play. He's got a wonderful view down there on at the table. And it's interesting what he said, Gavin, about confidence, because certainly you don't take on the world #1 and stay within a couple of points of her without having some confidence.
Yeah, and we've seen it. We've seen Machinina look disappointed to lose these rallies. She's 100% has belief in herself, in her game. She's being expansive. She's doing the right things. A great show of confidence.
Five, 8.
Even there, you saw the little fist as she won that point. Still very much believes she can come back. Good signs from the Ukrainian.
9-5.
But that was phenomenal from Sun Ying-sha. No amount of confidence can repel a point like that.
Yeah, like a bullet there, that backhand, just to answer.
10-5.
4 game points then for Sun Ying-sha to go 3 up in this best of 7.
11-5, game too soon.
Well, she had 5 game points. She only needed the 1, and Sun Ying-sha is a game away from her place in the second round here. 3 games to love. She leads Veronika Matunina. Well, from the women's world #1, next up, Felix Lebrun, the man who needs no introduction. Europe's brightest prospect and the man who can challenge the dominance of the Chinese players at this level. Lubomir Pistek in the next round, and he is one we are going to look forward to watching. But that is to come after this match. But let's head back down to the field of play and join Adam Bobrow. Adam, what can you tell us?
So first of all, we're looking at this young star who's taken 5 gold medals within her continent in the European Games. She didn't even know she'd be playing singles until just a little bit before this World Championships.
Soon to serve, love all.
That said, she told her coach, Kristina Todt, the Hungarian legend, that if she ever could, she would dream to play Sun Ying-sha. And like The Secret, it manifested, and she got her wish here today. So she's excited to be here.
Last one.
Thank you, Adam. Well, we're all excited to be here, of course, but it's a fantastic show of mental resilience, of adaptability from Matunina, who, as Adam said, didn't even know she'd be playing singles here. And here she is playing the woman who seems to be her idol. It's wonderful to see. The fist pump as she takes that point, goes 2 points up in this crucial must-win 4th game.
If we've learned one thing in this about Veronika Matunina, is that she's going to fight till the end. Showing a lot of character out here in court 1.
2-all.
Great recovery there from Sun Ying-sha. It looked like Matunina had it won. But somehow she scrambles from the back of the table. She just never looks off balance, Sun Ying-sha.
She's got incredible fitness levels. If you've ever seen her behind the scenes training, it's just relentless. She's such an impressive athlete.
Ma Lin in the corner there, former Olympic champion. Another good advisor. We've seen a few already.
2-5.
Once she gets into that rhythm, Gavin, Sun Ying-sha is just so good. Just take another look at this point. It's just, she makes it look easy. We know it's not easy, but the way she takes these shots is just so impressive.
It's relentless pressure, and you just saw there at the end of that replay the redirection with the wrist at the last moment, just to take it that further bit of curve out to the Matunina forehand, taking it too far and impossible to reach.
Six, 3. 4-6. Or 7. Seven, 5.
Sun Ying-sha looking a bit frustrated there, do you think?
A little bit frustrated for sure. Plenty of support for her here in the crowd. You can hear them chanting her name. A fan favourite. There's that forehand flick kill that we saw her miss earlier on. Much quicker reaction there that time.
Six, 8.
Machinina has dealt with the Sun Ying-sha service very well. Great placement on the receive. I've been really impressed with Sun Ying-sha's placement of her own service. Very varied approach. But Machinina has matched it throughout this match.
Just a point separating the pair in this crucial fourth game for Machinina. This fourth game, she's accumulated more points than she has in her previous 3, and it's just so impressive. Being 3 games down and perhaps then playing your very best table tennis under pressure when it really matters.
Wow.
9-7.
That is a big backhand kill from Sun Ying-sha. Again, we see that trading backhand rally. And one slightly slower ball from Machinina presents itself, and bang, Sun Ying-sha in like a light to finish. Wow, just relentless pressure. Machinina was forcing backhands one after another. But Sun Ying-sha stands up every time to match it. Finishes with a big forehand down the line to set up a match point.
Well, Sun Ying-sha, the defending champion, her title defense very much intact as she makes her way safely through to the second round in straight games. Credit, though, to Veronika Machinina. Really stood up to the challenge, but Sun Ying-sha utterly imperious and just a class above. Through to the second round, where she'll face the winner of the match between Lucia Zavaleta and Pyeon Song-kyung. Congratulations indeed to the world #1. Well, that is how the match was won. Sun Ying-sha in straight games. Veronika Machinina, though, very consistent performer. Sun Ying-sha impressive on the serve. 44 points won versus 23 for Veronika Machinina, but a wonderful learning experience for the young Ukrainian. But Sun Ying-sha, the defending champion, world #1, never any doubt as to which way that match was going to go. Just under 26 minutes on the clock is all it took for her to wrap that one up. And we will look forward to seeing her in action in the second round in Doha. Come from the Lusail Arena, one of 2 elite venues here for these World Table Tennis Championships finals. across to table 7 then. Match between Jae Hyun and João Monteiro. Another one that went the distance. Best of 7 is tough. It was the player from the Republic of Korea who prevailed 4 games to 3. And now we can hear from our match winner, the defending champion, world number 1, Sun Ying-sha, joins us shortly. Looking forward to hearing what she made of that win over Veronika Martinina.
Sha, congratulations on your win. First matches are very difficult. As the defending champion, how was your feeling in your first match?
恭喜莎莎拿下首场比赛，第一场比赛能不能给大家介绍一下你的感受如何？
我觉得首先整体来说也是世乒赛的首秀吧，然后也是第一场。其实对这个场馆来说也非常熟悉，因为确实在去年也来过这个场馆打过球星挑战赛。但我觉得其实今年这次比赛是世锦赛吧，但我觉得其实对于比赛来说还是希望自己全力以赴打好每一场吧。然后其实今天一上来整个的状态还有发挥，我觉得都还是比较正常的。
First, it was my first match in the World Championships, and I am quite familiar with the arena since I had a match right at the same place last year for the Star Contender. This time, this is the World Championships, and I will do my best. Overall, I am quite satisfied with my performance today.
Amazing, understandable. Defending champion, it takes a long way to get to the final. 128 women from around the world. How do you like your draw this year?
到决赛也是有一个很长的赛程要走，这次有128名运动员同台竞技。你怎么看待自己这次的签表呢？
我觉得其实128名选手，我觉得都具有一定的实力，而且每个球员都有自己的特点，而且我觉得其实赛程越往后来说，一天比一天更激烈，然后也会对抗会越来越精彩。所以说现在也先不想决赛吧，我觉得因为确实到决赛还是有很多场次要打，然后还有很多场比赛要过，所以说希望自己还是今天这场比赛赢下来了，然后尽快的去专注到下一轮的对手吧，因为我觉得对手也会随着赛程的这种推进也会越来越强。
Yeah, absolutely. 128 athletes competing at the same time. So I have a long way to go until the finals, and I only want to focus on my next match and to present my best forms.
Well, we hope to see you go deep in this event and hopefully defend your title, so good luck in the next round.
希望你可以这次卫冕你的冠军，然后
Thank you.
祝你好运。
Isn't this going to be fascinating? Here he is. Here he is. Felix Lebrun about to take on Ljubomir Pište in the first round of the men's singles competition. We'll be back soon with more action from Doha 2025.